Hello, family. This is Chief Hashakuso, and it's been a while since I spoke with you all. I have a message that I would like to bring to you all. It's kind of confusing. We are Israelites and we're Indian. I'd like to talk about that. But before I do that, I ask the Most High to guide and direct me and to put His words within me that I may relay this message properly to you. I love you, family, and I pray for all of you every night. I pray for us as a group of indigenous people to this land who has been brutally slaughtered for the past 400 years. It's time. It's our time now. Do not fear about what's coming to this earth. Don't fear it, because the Most High said He's going to take care of us. He's going to guide us and feed us and help us make it through this time in history. Happy Sabbath. This is such a wonderful day. This is a very special day between us and our God. This day, Sabbath, belongs to only us, which is the 12 tribes, and the Most High God. A special day that we celebrate just being together and knowing that our God is going to bring us through whatever comes. We will be celebrating the Sabbath every Saturday. One of our members, Voyages Kuso, she will be setting up the program that we could all zoom in and celebrate this day until the Most High see fit to have us meet. There is no coincidence. Everything happened for a reason. Now, I'd like to, before I go any further, I'd like to explain what happened to us. We, the indigenous people to this land, was here in this land before 8,000 years we were here. It is 2021. 22, excuse me. But we were here. Our people were here since King Hoshea. And I'm going to read a little bit of that. It's in 2nd Ezra. If you have the Oxford Bible, the Oxford Anointed Bible, the New Oxford Anointed Bible with the Apocrypha in it. Not all of the Apocryphas, but quite a few are in this book. This is, to me, the best Bible that we could ever read, because it's closer to the truth than any other Bible that I've read. Now, I'm going to read a little bit of this before I go on. And it's 2nd Ezra, and it's E-S like Sam, D-R-A-S. Chapter 13 and the 40th verse, I'm going to start, and I'll probably go all the way down to verse 45. Okay. Verse 40. These are the 10 tribes which were led away from their own land into captivity in the days of King Hoshea, which Salmaster, the king of the Assyrians, led captive, and He took them across the river when he set them free. Took them across the river, and they were taken into another land. But they formed this plan for themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the nations and go to a more distant region where mankind had never lived, that were at least they might keep their statutes. So they went into this land hoping that they would keep the statutes and the commandments of their God, which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So they went into this far land hoping that they could, obey the Most High God and serve him the way he wants them to serve him. So that they were at least that they might live, that they might keep statutes which they had not kept in their own land. And they went in by the narrow passage of the Euphrates River. For at that time the Most High performed signs for them and stopped the channels of the river until they had passed over. Through that region there was a long way to go, a journey, a year and a half. It took them a year and a half to walk from Africa to America. Now you have to understand, during that time, there was no division of the earth. It was land. The water did not separate us at that time. So there were land mass where they could walk to America. But when they got to the river, the Most High opened up the river again to allow them to walk through into this America. And one thing I'd like to say again, that I looked up when Hoshea reigned, when he was king, and that was 735, year 735 when he reigned. And that was the year that the 10 tribes walked from Africa through all the way through the river of Euphrates and to America. I'm going to finish reading this. They had a journey of a year and a half, and the country is called Arzareth, and I believe that's America. Then they dwelt there until the last times, and now when they are about to come again, the Most High will stop the channels of the river again, so that they may be able to pass over. So, you see what I'm saying? These people was here far before any other man stepped foot here in America. And I'm going to explain a little bit before I go on about how this occurred. We wasn't allowed, our ancestors wasn't allowed once they was taken into slavery. They wasn't allowed to speak their language. They wasn't allowed to read or write. If they got caught speaking their language, they were horribly punished. So we lost connection from our God. We lost it. And when the Europeans came over here, which I think it was the Hispanics, Spaniard first from Spain was here before Christopher Columbus. And Christopher Columbus, I believe he didn't go any further than Central America. There was only 10 tribes, I believe, 10 people from Africa that came to Americas. The rest of us was here already. And when the Europeans did come and started colonizing, they took the Indians, black Indians, as their wives because they wanted the land. And they had children with these black women, and their children is the result of what you see now, who are Indians, who they call Indians, the red and the yellow people who we know as Indians. Those are our children. Those Indians they came from the European who had black Indians wives. When they came here, there were copper color people here. They call them Swati. And I want you to get this book. This book that's called Black People Are Indigenous to the Americas. Research material. You know, this book has been, and it's by Kimberly R. Norton, Norton. This book is, and there's so many others, and there is a video that I'm going to send all of you. What happened is when they came over and they saw the land of milk and honey, they wanted the land. So in order to get this land, and you got to remember, the people that did come over were rejects of Europe. They were murderers, rapists. They were the lowest live people that they had in Europe, and they sent them to America. Those are the people that took us captive. Those are the people that married Indian women, black women, because everybody was black. All of the Indians was black and copper color. There was no red and yellow Indians as we have today. These Indians come from us. We are the parents of those Indians. And so after hundreds or thousands of years passed, they divided us. Their children was yellow and red people because they were a mixed breed. So they took the darker ones who was not mixed from, I would say, what they called them, the house servants, the house slaves. They worked in the house. They didn't have to go out and work in the sun in the gardens. So they divided the black ones from the yellow and red ones. And after 50, 100 years passed, we didn't know who we were. They told us we came from Africa, Uganda. They told us this and we believed it. We believed we came from Africa. Listen, after 800 years, I would say 8,000 years, there's no way we have anything left in Africa. We are from this land, America. This is our land that they took from us. Now, are we to be angry? No, because it's our time now, and we don't have to do a thing but trust our God. It's our time now to receive redemption. It's our time now to move forward. And while they're fighting among each other, we supposed to gather the tribes. Listen, family, we must do all that we can do to bring these tribes together. We need to do this. And we can't do it one or two. It takes the whole tribe. You need to bring others into the tribe. That's going to help us. And we have a great number of them now who really took position. They took a place at the table. They're taking their spot. They're doing what they're supposed to do. We need more help. We need people who are able to pay their dues so that we can have funds coming in. Remember, we're a government, but we don't tax or anything. All we ask you is to please give us $50 a month so that we can continue doing what we're doing. And the God in heaven knows that our hearts is in the right place, that we are doing the right thing. As far as our God concerned, he predestined us to do what we're doing. No one can be part of us whom he does not want. He's bringing people into this tribe that belong to him. And don't think that we're perfect people, because we're not. And none of us are perfect. But I could tell you this, when they stop us from speaking our language and divided the dark ones from the red and yellow ones, and they are the tribes that they call recognized by the government. Those Indians that are Indians as we know them today are called federally recognized tribes. They are federally recognized because they belong to them. They are our children. We, the black Indians, was told that they're from Africa when this is our land, the land of milk and honey. So what we need to do, and we ask for this, I want you to know, we have no business getting angry. We should never get angry of what happened to us. We paying the price. Our ancestors paid the price, much worse than we got it. At least we didn't get the whooping on the back. But we're getting systematically enslaved. And we must know that because of our disobedience, read Deuteronomy 28, our disobedience, we would not obey our God. You know, the ecosystem, everything is run because of us. This earth was made because of us. America was blessed because of us. You know, we was whooped on the back and made America for what it is. We made America rich and great. Not only was our freedom taken from us, but everything that we created was taken. Every invention, most of our inventions was taken from us. But God allowed it to be because we were disobedient. So are we to get angry and try to take up arms? No. Don't you ever think that that is something that we need to do. He told us to wait just a little while he bring his wrath upon the nations. He'll get revenge. He'll get the redemption for us. So we are to be humble, obedient, and love people, because not all Gentiles are bad. Most of us have left our God. And he said that we are as many as the sands of the sea. But only a few of us going to return to him, because it's hard for them to understand that Christianity was not our religion, and Jesus has never been our God, but that's who we pray to. But when we wake up, he said, and come back to him, he said, I'll come back to you. Once you come back to me, I'll come back to you. So listen, people, we must get our bucket ready where the rubber meets the road, because it's here. It's here right now. Just what Paul wished he could see, and other prophets of the Bible wish that they could see this end time. Because this end time, he's raising up a group of people that's going to stand for him, and that cannot be bought. We cannot sell out, and we will not sell out. We will do what thus saith the Most High God. We will walk in the shoes that he wants us to walk in. And the Savior, the Prince that he's sending back, is the seed of David, an offspring from the seed of David. And we have that blood. There's a bloodline. You know, they tell you it doesn't matter. You could call him Jesus. You know, God know what you're talking about. You know, he love us all. But let me tell you something. He said he hate Esau. If he hated Esau, more than likely he hate Esau's children. Okay, and why? Because they did not respect their heritage. They did not care about who they were and their heritage. They sold out to the other nations. And Obadiah, read Obadiah in the Bible. It'll explain all how Esau, the brother of Jacob, sided and conspired with the other nations to destroy Jacob. We are the seed and the bloodline of Jacob. Blood does matter because we are the ones that's going to carry this nation forward because of who we are. But I'm telling you, people, I'm telling you, all of my family, help us. Help us in one way or the other. We need your voluntarily. We need you to volunteer your time and your effort in whatever way that you feel fit, that you feel comfortable in. We have gifted people all over America, and I want these gifted people to help us to build this government, to build this kingdom of righteousness, to teach what thus saith the Most High God, Yahweh. He's a mighty, mighty, mighty good God, and he's worthy to be praised. So I'm going to tell you again, people, get serious. Get very serious with the Most High, because our time is now. And he said he's going to send others that's going to help us. There's going to be many Gentiles who are going to be able to make it into the kingdom. There's going to be all races of people, those with good hearts. He said your heart, good hearts and your ways has everything to do with whether you make it in or not, whether you are being chosen or not. It's your ways. So people, I'm telling you, draw people out of the world. I know you can't force anyone to do anything, and we don't want you to. But we want you to drop seeds wherever the door is open. Drop a seed of the word of the Most High. Tell people about us. Tell people about who they are. Help them understand that we are indigenous to this land. This is our land, and I am very convinced after doing my research. I know without a doubt, I always knew we were Indians. I was told that as a child, but I never did understand we're not representing Indians. We're not saying we're Indians. This man, Walker, I forget his first name, but it's in the Thomasina Jordan Act. He was the head of vital statistics, I think from 1919? I'm not sure. But in the early part of the 1900s, 1912, up into 1946, he had the birth certificates changed on the Indians, saying they're colored or Negro. And he was caught and he was tried. They found out eventually, and they tried him, and he's guilty. And but our birth certificates still says colored, and the vital statistic offices and agencies, they don't understand that they should give us a new birth certificate that says we are Indians. Trump signed the Thomasina Jordan Act in 2017. And he said that we should go and get our birth certificates. But it's not happening because people don't know about it. And this vital statistic apparently doesn't know because they haven't made effort to change our birth certificates. So there's too much proof that we are the indigenous aboriginal people of this land. There's so much proof of it. And I'm going to send you this video, and I want you to get this book, Black People Are Indigenous to the Americas, by Kimberly R. Norton, Norton. Get that book and read it. Wake up, people. And all of this is going to come out in the end. And I would love to say, I love you all. with a passion. And I love all of you who's made effort, and I appreciate you, all of you who have made effort to help raise this kingdom of righteousness that we're doing. And I want to say, Shalom, continue the fight. And when I say fight, I don't mean physically fight. I mean mentally fight. I mean fight with your knowledge by teaching others. And that video I told you about, I think it was Chief Executive Communicator Yazini, Chief Yazini. And I'm going to ask him to help send these videos out to you all. And I want to say thank you to all those that are sending their dues, membership dues. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means, because there's only a few of you that are sending the dues in. I know if you do send them in, it shows that how much you feel about us and making it and coming forward and building this tribe up to a nation, to a government. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate your sending in your dues. And you're the ones that are really allowing this government to move forward because of the dues that you send. Thank you again. And I want to say to all of my Hispanic tribal members, most of them from Honduras, Central America, those are tribes. These people are part of us. You make sure that you reach out to the Hispanics here, wherever you are, to let them know that they're a tribe. Let them start studying for themselves. And there's much information out here in Spanish as well as English. We must gather the tribes. Wherever we are, we must drop seeds, because the majority, I think all of us, so-called African Americans, which is a lie, all of us indigenous people to this land are Hebrews. Not just Hebrews. We are the ancient ones. We kept our kinky hair, and we kept our black skin, our copper color skin. We kept it because it represents the Messiah. We look like the Messiah. We have the blood running through our veins of the Messiah. We are His, and He's claiming us back to Him. So I hope that soon we'll be celebrating every Sabbath together. We'll be able to talk to one another and ask questions and give comments. And Voyages, Chief Voyages, she is going to do a fundraising, and she need people to help her to do that. We have people doing things for the tribe, for the nation, and we need more of that, more help. So if you want to help, go to our website and on the contact page, leave your name and your number, your information, so that and what kind of help you could give us. What is your expertise? What is your profession, your career? Whatever way you can help, please go to ykm.org, ykmtribalservices.org, and go to the contact page. Leave your name and your number, in what ways that you can help us. But you got to be a member in order to do this. So I want to say again, Shalom. I love you all. Make sure you love one another, and let's get it done. In the Most High, holy name. Shalom.